What's going on? It's yours truly, Mr.Taliaferro. Man, Michael Jordan did Kemba Walker green. He didn't do him right. And I don't mean Boston Celtics green. He did him green. He just did him green. All right? So there's a report out in the atmosphere that Kemba Walker got nowhere close to the max and he felt disrespected. This is according to Rick Bucher of Bleacher Report, by the offer that the Charlotte Hornets put on the table to retain their guy. And let's just put this in perspective real quick. Kemba Walker, up until this point, had played his entire career as a Charlotte Hornet. He's their franchise leader in points, a few other stats and categories as well. He enjoyed playing in Charlotte. Kemba Walker let it be known to the Charlotte Hornets, I will take less than the most money y'all can give me to play in Charlotte again, right? He said that. He said it countless times. He let it be known, yo, as long as y'all don't disrespect me, the offer's cool. Michael Jordan has this thing, the owner of the Charlotte Hornets, where he doesn't go into the luxury tax. It's a real thing. He won't do it. He's probably one of the only owners that won't do it. There are owners that obviously don't like to do it. Nobody loves to do it. But there are owners that don't like to do it, but will do it for the right situation and the right player, or to keep one of their guys. But Michael Jordan won't do it. So Kemba was like, all right, cool. Mike doesn't want to go into luxury tax. He's under the Jordan brand, right? Think about that as well. Kemba's under the Jordan brand. He obviously looked up to Mike. We all did. So he's like, all right, I ain't going to, I'll take a little bit less than the max, the most money Charlotte can give me to return. We're finding out, here's what happened with this contract situation with Kemba. And if you've been watching my videos over the last few months, I've been kind of hinting at this. Kemba Walker made All-NBA. That changed everything. Let me break that down a little bit. When you make All-NBA, y'all just mind my hand. Don't mind my hand. When you make All-NBA, the status that Kemba made it, with his contract situation up, when he's about to be free, you can play yourself into a bigger supermax. So before Kemba Walker made All-NBA, the most the Charlotte Hornets could give him was around 5 years, 190. When he got to that supermax spot, making All-NBA, he could get 5 years, 221, which is about $30-some million more, right? So it's a nice payday more for being one of the 15 guys to make All-NBA. Remember, he just beat out Klay Thompson for that All-NBA supermax spot. So just to put it in perspective, the Golden State Warriors actually saved a few dollars because Klay Thompson didn't make that All-NBA third team. So they only had to give him 5 years, 190. They would have been deeper in the luxury tax because technically had Klay Thompson made it, he could have got 5 years, 221. Kemba got that spot. That's why Klay Thompson was so mad about it, right? So when Kemba Walker was eligible for 221, you got to think, Michael Jordan, the GM and company, Mitch Kupchak, I'm sure they had a number in their head that they were going to always give Kemba Walker, right? So let's just say that number was $160 million, right? 160, 170. Okay. It's one thing for you to offer me $160, $170 million when the most I can get is 190, which is the most Kemba could get before he made All-NBA. He makes All-NBA, he now can make 221. There's a difference in me leaving $20 to $30 million on the table. By the way, this is all money, right? It's all relative to how rich you are. I'm probably leaving no money on the table, but it's a difference between me leaving $20 to $30 million on the table to me now leaving $60 million on the table. Because remember, the Charlotte Hornets, they're going in that luxury tax whether Kemba Walker is an All-NBA guy or not if they decide to pay him 190, right? So they weren't willing to pay him the regular max he get, let alone the super max when he made All-NBA third team. So Kemba was asked out the day he made that All-NBA third team. Who knows if Kemba Walker would have been willing to take a deal for 160, 170 if he didn't make that All-NBA third team. My guess is he probably would still be a Charlotte Hornet right now. That's my guess. But when Kemba Walker's looking around, he makes this All-NBA team. He's like, dang, the place that should be celebrating me the most is trying to slight me. Like I've given my blood, sweat, and tears to this organization. They won't even give me more. It's almost like Michael Jordan and the Charlotte Hornets were rooting against, it ain't no almost to it, they were rooting against Kemba Walker making an All-NBA team. Well, that's tough. If my own franchise is essentially rooting for me to not be the best version of myself, right? Like, y'all didn't want me to make an All-NBA team because that's more money coming out of your pocket. That's messed up. So Kemba's like, yo, y'all only gonna give me. So now we're talking about the Charlotte Hornets wanting to give Kemba 160. We don't know the official number. Let's just assume it was 160, right? Well, Kemba's like, damn, y'all only giving me 160. Hell, the Boston Celtics are giving me the most that they could give me, and that's 4 years, 141. So annually, essentially, I'll be making about the same, if not a little bit more annually, with the Celtics, and they don't even own my brand rights. Michael Jordan and the Charlotte Hornets, they were rooting against Kemba Walker to make that All-NBA third team. The day he made it, he was not going to be back in Charlotte. Because Kemba's looking around like him and his team's like, what? Wait, I'm not leaving $20 million on the table. And I said I would do it, which most guys wouldn't. Remember, Klay Thompson wouldn't. Klay Thompson let the Warriors, he told them straight up, y'all offer me anything lower than the max, I'm going somewhere else. I'm going to the Clippers or the Lakers, period. Now, obviously, Klay Thompson is more accomplished than Kemba, but obviously Kemba has more responsibility than Klay does. So Kemba's like, hold on, it's one thing for me to leave 20, 30 on the table. Y'all trying to get me to leave 60, 70 million dollars on the table? Y'all, this ain't a good franchise. This ain't a good spot for me. Y'all ain't trying to pay me. I see what's going on now. The Celtics, if they get that opportunity, they'll pay me all of mine. They would have gave it to Kyrie, right? Like, they would have paid me all of mine. I'm cool. I'm leaving. That's what happened. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids. They are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr.
Mr.Taliaferro.
Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's. You can't do nothing but win.